In fact, just as I'm walking along here, the Broomielaw, I just remembered in the movie The Great Escape, the wee Scottish guy used to be the chef in Crossroads. I remember my mammy used to watch Crossroads, and the wee Scottish guy who was a chef in Crossroads was also in The Great Escape. And when they were planning to get out and he was talking about getting back to Glasgow, him and another Scottish actor who was in The Professionals ended up singing a wee song. And there's a lot of junkies along here, so I don't know what's going to happen, because last time I seen a video getting done here, the guy nearly ended up fighting with the junkies because they didn't want to be filmed. So we'll see what's going on. Right, so anyway, so he started singing a wee Scottish song. Whar's a' the tatty houkers, whar's a' the gang of war? Whar's a' the tatty houkers sailing down the Broomielaw? And this is the Broomielaw. I'm just going to miss those guys out because I just don't need the hassle. I try to square up to half a dozen junkies that maybe steal your camera. Now, in Glasgow, somebody would say you're bottling it. And in a way, well, if you want to say I'm bottling it, I am. But I'm bottling it for good reason. Because I'm on my own. There's about 8 or 9 of them. And they'll steal anything for money that they can sell for their junk. So sometimes discretion is the better part of valour. And just as I say that, here we've got the police, as we call them, the police, having a wee word with a couple of dodgy looking characters, trying to find out what they're up to. It's a shame too, because this is a really nice part of the city when it's clean, but it's kind of been taken over by the homeless and the down and outs and all those kind of people. Really, really sad. Now the River Clyde itself, I mean, look at that. Is that no bra? Look, isn't it beautiful? Fantastic architecture, and a lot of these big buildings that run alongside, the traditional buildings that run alongside the Clyde, would have been the houses of all the traders that were shipping all the stuff into Glasgow from all over the world on ships. So making a fortune, they're all making a fortune, right? They were all making a fortune off people earning a pittance, and they ended up with all these fantastic buildings. And one of the big ones across the other side was, I don't know where it is exactly, the Custom House. Might have been that big one over there, just actually. You know, that might have been the main sort of customs house. But they're all apartments now, and they're expensive apartments. So the river itself is sadly not a very clean thing. And sometimes when you're walking along here, you'll see a wee guy in a dinghy with an orange jacket on, just poodling up and down with his wee engine on the back. And I bet if I asked you to guess what his job was, you'd never be able to guess it. And if you ever see this wee guy in a dinghy with an orange vest on, sailing up and down the Clyde at Glasgow, know what his job is? His job's to fish the bodies out. The people that's drowned in the River Clyde. Now, I don't know how many there are nowadays, but he's kept busy. He's kept busy enough that they're keeping him in a job. I've got to show you this. These used to be public toilets. Long since locked up. Long time since they've been public toilets. There are a couple doing a wee score there, look. So long since been locked up and no longer used. But what made me chuckle was that I remember many years ago a guy I knew who was a punk rocker, and he was, you know, a full-blown punk rocker. He had all the studs and the big Mohican and everything else. And quite an imposing looking character. And I remember he was in those toilets one day, and we met him later on, and he was telling us that there was a guy in a suit come up and asked him, are you a punk rocker? And he said, aye. And he said, I've got a fantasy about a punk rocker beating me up. Would you abuse me for money? And he kindly knocked him in his arse for free.
Hello, Scotland!
Hello, how you doing? All right? He kind of knocked him on his arse for free. There we go. Typical Glaswegians. Good stuff. There you go. Happy Glaswegians. Just been out for a wee swally and having a wander. Aye, so anyway, he happily knocked about for free. Couldn't believe that this very respectable looking businessman in his suit was really just a dirty old perv looking to get slapped about a bit by a punk rocker, and you get knocked on his ass for his troubles. It's funny what you remember when you see things, isn't it? So, just come across the other side of the River Clyde, and I'm trying to find one more pub, which is a very famous pub. Now, I'm going into a part of the town that's, you know, less than salubrious surroundings. So I need to keep an eye on my stuff here. I don't want somebody to come up behind me and steal it. So I've worked too hard for it. So I'm just going to cut across here. This place used to be full of pubs. It had a big Irish immigrant population that settled here, and this area is called the Gorbals, and it was a really, you know, area heavily populated by Irish families, and then it was taken over by sort of Asian and Indian families, and laterally it seems to have been lots of Polish that are taking over the area. So it's funny how the same area of a city can be taken over by, you know, all these different kinds of migrants all settling in one place. So just across the road there, another pub I was in after work, the Southwester. I worked for 4.5 years with an Irish building firm, and very often after work on a Friday, the navvies would want to go in and get a beer, and we often ended up in the Southwester, just having a couple of pints on the way home. But anyway, we're nearly at our destination, and the final sit-in destination on this tour, I've got to say. I might look at a couple of other pubs on the way past, but I don't think I'll be actually going in anywhere else, because the beers are catching up with me now. So here we go, just across the road. The final pub on this tour is the Lauriston. So I'm going to get in there. I just want to have a look round the corner here. Because there used to be another bar round here. Let's just have a wee look. No, it's all gone. I think it's all gone now. I'll just double check before we head to... Yep, nothing there. Used to be a bar here as well, which was quite popular. Can't remember the name of it. But it might have actually been there, actually. It might have been that one that's now called the Istanbul Cake. That might have been the pub, but I can't remember what it was called. So, the Liston Bar, there's a door showing bar and lounge. And given it we're not looking for anything fancy, I think we'll just wander. We'll wander into the bar and get a beer in there. So let's see what the Liston looks like. Cash only. Always a good start. So just in the Liston here, just get some music on in the background really low. So hopefully I won't need to do any clever editing. I'll just zip the camera around and let you have a quick look. So again, you can see it, just traditional old pub. Old-fashioned fixtures, lots of old photos, and just people that are probably occupying the same chairs every single day. Another great wee boozer on the list. Can we do any more? Who knows? Let's find out.